G'day guys, here's another handy little Lex life hack. So when you're doing some painting and you've got to do a couple of coats, you don't want to work tedious washing of the brushes between coats. Grab an old bread bag, God knows we get enough of those, and they're really not that useful for many things, but always keep a stash of these on hand. Put the brush inside the bread bag, wrap it up, beautiful. They'll keep it all ready, nice and damp, stop paint drying out. Be all ready for action for my second coat. Alright mates, the replacement controller charge controller's turned up. Looks like I'll do the job. Bloody blah. Yep. Solid modules, yep. It's pretty plastically and nasty, but hopefully it'll do the job. Yeah, we've got these pipe fittings nicely glued in. They're as solid as, so they won't leak anymore. So let's get this all fitted up. When I get a chance, I'll strip this apart and see if I can find what's wrong with it. You know, quite often it's quite simple. It might be a dry solder joint or a blown resistor or diode. We'll see. I'm no expert, but sometimes I can get stuff going again. So that's solar panel plus minus, battery plus minus, and that's for running a device of some sort. Right. I like that it's got a couple of USB chargers too. Could be quite handy. Here. Get in there. All right, she's lighting up already. 17.3 volts. Into that. That's what's coming out of the solar panel. That's it. Let's crank her up and see. Yeah. Oh, here first, I think. Oh, I didn't think that caught. That was definitely handled. This one wasn't. Get up there. Oh. That's got it. Alright, so that's showing the battery at 12 volts. Alrighty, so as I think I mentioned in an earlier video, I've shortened this pickup pipe. I've got to put a bar on the top so that doesn't just fall down inside the hole, and this means it'll be less distance for the water to be lifted up by the pump. So hopefully that makes it a bit easier to prime. There we go. It just sits down there like that. Beautiful. Okay, I've had a look around, but I don't have any hose clips. But I think cable ties might do the trick. So I'm just going to soak the end of the hose, and this is a bucket of hot water. It'll soften the plastic up of the hose, and I'll do both ends, and that'll make them slide onto the fittings a lot easier. And then when I clamp them up some cable ties, it should sort of form them on nice and tight, give an airtight fitting. Just let those warm up a bit. Alright, let's do the job. Yeah, beautiful, look at that. It's as soft as now. So that's the inlet. And I've got to be careful here, because if I break that pipe fitting off, I'm absolutely stuffed, because it's, as I mentioned, that's glued in now. Pretty sure I've got to, yep, this is going the right way. Good. And the outlet. Oh, look at that, it's gone all the way on. Beautiful. Now it just check a cable tie on there. Nice tight fit. Yeah, that's got it. I was going to use two, but I think I'll just use one. That's plenty tight enough. That's a lot better fit than it was before. I was just trying to push it on there cold. It's only half on. Oops, it wasn't. No, that's it. Ah, beautiful. All right. Yeah. Careful with this bucket of water. I don't want to drop that on myself. That'll really ruin my day. Rubbish out of the hole. I'll just move you over here. Alright, managed to get a bucket of water down here without emptying it all over myself. So I'm just going to pour some water in the hole and see if this pump kicks in. I've got everything connected, haven't I? Oh no, I haven't. I haven't even got the pump connected. What am I doing? Come on, legs. One. I need this plugged in. Okay. pump's plugged in, that's switched on, wires are both in, relay's connected, battery's sitting on 12 volts. Oh shit, I get water everywhere. I'm going to play again, get that all wet. It's taken ages to dry out because it's very cool down in the hole. Outside it's like, I don't know, probably 25 degrees, but down here it's, I'll have to get some batteries from the thermometer and test it, but it's very cool, which is great, but it means the clay doesn't dry out. Alright, yeah, the float's raised, pump's gone on, but hard to tell whether the water's going down there. Come on, let's work. I've got a feeling it's not working. That should work. It's a tiny bloody distance to lift it now. Until this pump stopped working altogether. Fuck's sakes. Right guys, I manually primed it by pouring some water down the hose. Shouldn't need to do that, it should prime itself. So now a user did suggest to get a one-way valve on the end of the pickup, which is a great idea. That means the pickup line would always be full of water. Had a look in Bunnings and Mitre 10 and couldn't find anything suitable. The only thing they have is a backflow valve, which you'd use on something like a dishwasher or a bidet. But that takes quite a bit of pressure. So there's no way the vacuum of this pump's going to open that valve. I don't know if that water's coming down or not. Oh yeah, she's going down. Slowly. I don't know, I just wonder whether this pump ran dry. It shouldn't have run dry. I mean, the float is working fine, so it's a mystery. It's a mystery why it seems to have lost its mojo. Feels like it's lifting water. Let me go and check the other end. Okay, it wasn't pumping. I picked the pump up and gave it a shake, and now it's pumping, and it's pumping really well, but seriously should not need that. So that looks like it's a very poor investment, that one. And now that I've glued the fittings in, I'm guessing the warranty is probably well and truly void. But what can you do? I'm hoping that enough water stays in the pump that it self-primes now. Actually, I can test that, of course. I've got another bucket of water here. Or I'll get another bucket of water and we'll test it. Alright, let's give it a go. Put some more water in. Yeah, it's kicked up. The real test will be if it works after it hasn't operated for a few weeks. Well guys, all I can do is, I guess, monitor it. I keep an eye on the weather forecast. If we've got incoming rain, then I'll give the pump a test, make sure it's working, prime it if necessary, and hopefully that'll do enough of a job. I'll carry on with my efforts and to stop the water getting in to begin with. So I've still got quite a lot of work to do outside on that one. So that, if I get it down to a stage where there's very little water coming in to begin with, and I maintain a deep hole like I've got in a hole in a hole, as a sort of a sump, then, it might be that the water that comes in just sits in that hole, and then I can pump it out, if need be manually. Priming the pump and running it that way. Anyway, we'll see how we go. I'll keep you guys updated. But at least that solar solar charge controller seems to be working. So there's a solar charge controller. Battery's sitting on 11.8 volts and currently charging. Sun's starting to go down now, so that's probably going to stop charging soon. But anyway, so I'm calling that a success. Pump. Yeah, jury's out on that one. We'll see. Looks like I can probably take the end off, so maybe I'll pull it apart and have a look inside. Well, we'll see.